Now, a lot of people have been talking to me in the messages and the message boards on YouTube and saying, what should you do to practice and stuff like that. Well, I gave them a practice episode already, so I'm not going to be talking so much about practice. But, you know, one of the special things I do is taking out an idea and incorporating it as my own. This is what a lot of soloists do. They take an idea and they branch off of it and make it their own. Now, say for instance, we have Dave Koz. Now, I encourage anybody to go out and buy his CD, the Greatest Hits CD. This is one that I have, but he has a song on it called "Love Changes Everything." This is featuring Brian McKnight. Now, what Dave Koz did is a little lick that I'm about to try out, and I'm going to show you guys what I do with it when I'm practicing, when I'm trying to solo and stuff like that. So, taking an idea and flipping it and mangling it however you so desire to, you know, because this is your solo, you know, whatever. But even in your practicing, your technique breaks, trying things different ways can actually help, you know, your soloing. Because say for instance, before we do the Dave Koz thing, we're going to try the a technique break. Now, this is a technique break that my mentor taught me. I don't know necessarily what it is musically or theory-wise, whether it be going in thirds or going up thirds and then repeating the thirds, but I was just picking this up by ear, and this is what he did. And you have to excuse me, I have a sticky pad again. I have to put some powder on that. But basically what I'm saying is, when you take that, you can put that in a solo. I mean, depending on what you have in your head at the time, or what groove you're going over, what chord progression you're going over, will this count and will this be altered? But it's yours. Now I'm going on to Dave Koz idea. Now we're taking this Dave Koz song called "Love Changes Everything," and he starts off like this. Sorry for the little skip, but basically what I'm saying is, this is a very smooth, you know, lovey-dovey type song, you know, so it's called "Love Changes Everything," and then the melody comes in. And I know I'm kind of rusty at it, but I haven't practiced it in a while, and as I said before, guys, my soprano has this sticky pad, and it's really hard to get to, especially with a dollar bill, so I have to figure out something, but I want to really get this video out to you guys, so I hope nobody of importance notices my mistakes, but yeah, I got a lot of mistakes. But anyway, taking those ideas, you know, so we have one. Taking that and maybe doing something else with it, you know. And then, you know, this is what I think when I'm practicing. This is pretty much me practicing. You know, just mangling it up and then trying to do something else and then branching off and then keeping it going and then going with the chord progression. There's various ways you can do this. And then coming back to it. everything. You know, that's part of the song. You coming back to it, and this is how you solo. You mangle it up and you bring it back. You're telling a story. You're branching off. You're telling, and basically telling a story is something out of the ordinary, regardless of what you're saying. So make it seem like you're going off on a tangent, and then bring it back. It will always make sense. So you take something basic. Okay, that's one of the Dave Cosby songs. I forget what it's called. It's gonna come to me in like 5 seconds, but it's on Dave's song. Dave Cosby's greatest hits. We're gonna stay with Dave Cosby because I like his soprano sound, and I try to imitate it sometimes. But okay, and you see how he changes that. And then he goes into something something different. It goes a doo 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 doo, boo doo 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 doo. Instead of going back to doo 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 doo, he goes to boo doo 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 doo. Or he goes doo 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 doo. There's various ways he ends that same phrase. He's going off on a tangent and bringing you back. That's basically how we jazz it up all the time, taking one idea and making it and branching it off and doing something else with it. So it's wonderful. So it goes like. And then it's something like that. I'm just going off of what's in my head, and I haven't even practiced the song for at least 3 weeks. But I haven't even heard the song in 3 weeks. I'm just going off of what's in my head. Sorry about the mistakes, you guys. My soprano is sticky right now because I need to probably need to run some dollar bills under 1 or 2 of the pads because it keeps sticking. There's one that keeps sticking. It probably needs to be replaced, but I don't have the money for it. So I'm just trying to, you know, do this video, but I really don't want anybody to see it, but I have to. I just want to make a point. So just taking something and branching off of it, basically. Just listen to your artist. Okay, I'm just trying to get some chromatics going, so. I'm just trying to make sure that the horn is working because things are sticking. So, but guys, it's about taking something basic and making it into something that what are you emotionally feeling at the time that you can take from the original story. Basically, that's what it is. So let me try to pick this Dave Cosby thing back up. It's just in my head. I'm just trying to put it on my fingers right now. And like I said in the previous video, it's hard to put what's in your head on your fingers, or in your emotions on your fingers, and putting it out in the horn. So let's try it. And that's pretty much how it is. I'm just separating it. It's not really timed. It's not nothing like that. But I'm just separating it into how, you know, it sounds. So basically, I want to take that again and try to mangle it up, you know, and try to do something with it. So. And then that time I went off on a deeper tangent trying to keep the song melody in my head. It's still not timed, but I'm just trying to keep the song melody in my head, going from that, just making sure I keep playing that B flat, because I might have lifted it one time and that might have been off on too big of a tangent. And then I have to do some chromatics to come back and try to fit that in, even though it's not in the key signature. So, I mean, it's just random things, you know, you just do, you know, you try to branch out and try to do something different. And then you notice the tendencies of your artist, and you like, oh, well, this kind of feels bluesy in my hands. It feels like a blues scale I'm playing. Well, you know, then you adapt to the scales that they're playing. Then you get to the theory of it, and you start walking with your 2 feet, and then next thing you know, you're soloing. You know, taking an idea and branching off of it. That's basically what soloing is. And this is Devin, and I hope this helps. But I'm gonna keep, and this is just in this video. I just gave you a hint of how I practice. This is no intention of me performing for YouTube. No. And yes, I'm gonna make mistakes. I know in comments box you're probably gonna tear me up saying, "Oh, you made a mistake here. You made a mistake there. This is not how it's played." But this is the basic gist. I'm just giving you guys the basic gist of it. So this is just me showing you how I practice, because I know I got a lot of Facebook messages, and I got a lot of YouTube messages on how to practice certain things, and this is a pretty neat thing that I thought you guys might want to know, you know. And then I can go back to those old techniques that I talked about, incorporating growls. So I hope this helps. This is Devin from Project Sax, but you can hear me as I fade out, you know, about how practicing, you know, incorporating other skills can really help. So.